Songs in the Tempest. Why Shakespeare has used the songs in his play The Tempest. The song is by no means an uncommon feature in the Elizabethan plays. But songs of Shakespeare differ from those of his contemporary dramatists as much as he differs from them as a dramatic artist. It is true that Shakespeare did not invent the use of song in the plays, but it was he who made the play with song in it a consistent art form. It was he who first grasped all the possibilities afforded by song for forwarding the action. Regarding the use of songs in The Tempest, Mr. Novel says, music is the very life of the play. Without it, the play would be impossible for presentation. Caliban says of the scene of its action, the isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Stefano is glad that it will prove a brave kingdom to me when I shall have my music for nothing. There are frequent opportunities not only for vocal music but also for orchestral as well. Shakespeare has always been successful in making this music natural and free from absurdity. The singing is every time in keeping with his characters. Ariel's is distinctly ethereal. Stephanos has a very human birthday note, and Caliban's has all the intensity of a primitive in giving vent to his hatred for drudgery. Of Ariel's songs, Hazlitt observed that without conveying any distinct image, they seem to recall all the feelings connected with them, like snatches of half forgotten music heard distinctly and at intervals. This is just the effect in Act 1, Scene 2 of the first two songs. Come unto these yellow sands and full fathom 5. The laughing invitation of the former has drawn Ferdinand either from the sea, and the illusion is given of terra firma. Terra firma means solid earth. By the noise of dogs barking and cocks crowing. The singing has already ceased. It has been stopped. The singing has already ceased when it commences, but now in another strain and from the waters beyond the sands. Ferdinand is mocked into the belief that his father is drowned, and the nymphs are gifted grief. This impression is given by the songs that Ariel has translated it into song. One does not know whether the singing is real or a mere delusion of the sense. Ariel, as an unsubstantial creature of the air, can hardly talk otherwise than in song, where music in any form he is there too. In Act 3, Scene 2, when Stefano and Trincolo are endeavoring to sing, Ariel intervenes and corrects them with tabor and pipe. Much to their terror, when in Act 2, Scene 1, Gonzalo is to be warned of the assassination, Sebastian and Antonio are devising it is by singing in Gonzalo's ear that the sleeper is awakened as by a bird. Finally, in Act 5, while he is attaining Prospero and just as he is about to be freed, he sings of himself, and as if to himself, where the bee sucks, there suck I, in a cow's lips bell I lie, there I couch where owls do cry, on the bat's back I do fly. Such an ideal life in such a few words. It is this brevity and speed of development which distinguishes others. That is, Shakespeare's songs differ from all others. In contrast to Ariel are Stefano and Caliban, and a song is made to be the means of Stefano's introduction to the audience. The song is hardly appropriate to a drawing room, yet it is in the thorough character of a good forecastle song, and it has the rough humor by which the sailors, like soldiers, love their deities to be pervaded. A modern dramatist would have put into Stefano's mouth a landman's song of the sea, but Shakespeare, with his usual artistic truth, provides us with the genuine articles, a song which a sailor might sing and his fellows would relish. Our third singer, Caliban, stands in a class by himself. It is not the least beauty in Shakespeare's art that he refrains from making his own comment. Each of his creations speak for himself. It is not at all improbable that Shakespeare had in mind the aboriginals, whom the colonists were not only dispossessing of their ancestral lands but also compelling them to labor in their service. Caliban was allowed to express his grievances. So Caliban, with all his wrongs rankling in his mind, Stefano, in the guise of the man in the moon, appeared to be a god capable of delivering him. Intoxicated by a strong drink, his hopes were magnified, and having received Stefano's promise of help, he burst into the down tools. No more dams, I will make your fish. An interesting feature of the song is the ban Caliban, which, as we know, is a characteristic of the triumphant chorus among aboriginal savages in its emphasis and repetition of parts of a name. Please Give comments and share.